Hi everybody, Dr. Daniel, and today I'm talking about migraine and pregnancy. Migraine is a genetic familial condition present in 12% of the world population. 25% of women and 6% of men have migraine, and migraine carries with it significant medical problems in addition to the suffering of disabling migraine attacks, which come with nausea, sensitivity to light and sound, and the need to be down in bed. When a woman with migraine is pregnant, there are some additional special medical problems. Problems that may be comorbid with migraine. Migraine is associated in general with respiratory problems such as allergic rhinitis and asthma, cardiovascular problems such as stroke, hypertension, angina, Raynaud's disease and Raynaud's phenomenon, congenital heart disease, mitral valve prolapse, patent foramen ovale, and atrial septal defect. Migraine is associated with the endocrinological problem of hypothyroidism and the dermatological problem of psoriasis. Medicine in migraine in general is associated with GI disorders such as helicobacterial infection, irritable bowel syndrome, gastroparesis, hepatobiliary disorders, celiac disease, and alterations in gut microbiota. Migraine is associated with the rheumatologic problems of fibromyalgia and the neurologic problems of epilepsy, tension-type headache, and multiple sclerosis. It's associated with the psychiatric disorders of depression, generalized anxiety disorder, dysphoria, agoraphobia, chronic fatigue syndrome, obsessive-compulsive disorder, attention deficit disorder, and attention deficit hyperactive disorder, bipolar disorders, and panic disorders. And all these disorders I've listed may be active during pregnancy, which is a stressful event in a woman's life. I'm going to read some articles that relate special problems for women with migraine during pregnancy. Migraine affects 28% of women in their pregnancy's capable years and then comes with systemic inflammation, endothelial dysfunction, and increased risk of pregnancy-associated thromboembolic events. Eliza Miller et al., writing in the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology in May 2022 on migraine and adverse pregnancy outcomes, the Nulliparous Pregnancy Outcomes Study, monitoring mothers-to-be. They had 10,038 women who participated in this, and they found that a history of migraine is associated with adverse pregnancy outcomes of placental origin, including hypertensive disorders of pregnancy and preterm birth. Annett, A-N-N-E-T, et al., wrote in Obstetrics Gynecological Survey in 2019 an article entitled Associations Between Migraine and Adverse Pregnancy Outcomes, Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analysis. And they found the importance of migraine is a highly prevalent disorder associated with cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular disease are also associated with preeclampsia, the adverse pregnancy outcomes, preterm birth, low birth weight, small for gestational age, and placental abruption. They all share aspects in their pathophysiology which are also found in persons with migraine, such as inflammatory stress and hypercoagulability. Chin et al., writing in Cephalgia in 2010 on increased risk of adverse pregnancy outcomes for women with migraines, a nationwide population-based study, did a 3-year nation population-based database study. They found that women with migraine may have a higher risk of pregnancy complications like preterm delivery, gestational high blood pressure, and preeclampsia, according to preliminary release of the study. So, in summary, listing all these articles together. During pregnancy, women with migraine have increased medical problems and risk factors, and these include accelerated preterm delivery, gestational hypertension, preeclampsia, children with low birth weights, children who are small for gestational age, increased numbers of C-section births, and increased risk of thrombotic events. So thank you very much for listening to this. I hope it's helpful to you folks with migraine who may be pregnant. Please click subscribe down there, and I'll see you again on the next talk.